Hey, it's us. Always once again. We here for another quick episode. I'm JT. My homeboy Mike B. Say something, Mike B.
What's up?
That's what he says. We ain't gonna waste no time. What we've been talking about for the last month or so, or hell, during the whole summer, seemed like the Ray Rice issue. And the new news that's been in the news is the video has came out, the inside of the elevator video,
the extended version.
You know, not
the outside,
the before.
Yes,
not, yeah.
The before.
We saw the extended version.
Yeah, when she was like
when she found out.
Yes.
When
he was dragging her ass. No, I said dead.
Oh,
that's what she looked like. That body.
It was limp. It was done.
Beyond limp. Mm-hmm.
And so we saw the video, and it looked like, I guess it seemed like they were fussing on their way inside, or they was having some type of argument or disagreement, you know. And he was, you know, I guess she was about the buttons and whatnot, and you know, he was standing by her and looked like they were, I guess, having some type of confrontation.
Well, even before they got on the elevator, she smacked it.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, like the elevator door opened. They wasn't really even by the elevator, but we knew they was waiting. The elevator door opened. He's in the frame. All of a sudden, she comes in frame, walk by him, hit him, and then get on the elevator. And I guess
that's how it would have been the little, you know, it rises up in you. I didn't.
But it didn't seem like it was. It seemed like it could have been playful. You know, it didn't seem like she was like, "Fuck you, nigga." It didn't seem nothing like that. But we didn't have audio. We could only see what was happening, so we can only assume what the conversation was about.
Yes, and so they
got on the elevator.
They got on the elevator, and I guess they was having words, and it looked like she kind of went towards him or something, and I think he pushed her. Like back a little bit, you know, it was like a get off me bitch type, you know, it wasn't, he didn't slam her against the elevator, but you know, it was enough, it was a nice little forceful push, you know, and it seemed like she kind of, I think she pushed him back a little bit, and I think this is when they said that, some people say that she was like the aggressor on that part, like some people saying that she hit him, and then some others say that she really didn't hit him like enough to where it warranted the knockout or the hit that he came with, you know, and after that happened, that's when to me, it didn't look so much like a punch. It looked like a nice hard hit, you know, across the face. Like
I was saying, when I seen the video, I couldn't even see like where he actually hit her. I saw like he made a move, but I never saw his hand do anything. I saw her head go down, so I know
it was some contact.
Yeah, it was some contact. Because all of a sudden her head went left, and then she hit the little railing,
you know, and I think that's what knocked her out. To me, you know, I think the little hit probably could have dazed her, but I think the force of the hit and then her head ricocheting off that railing, that was like the knockout blow. You know what I'm saying? But
I was thinking it was gonna be different. Like, cause everybody was talking about
like he just that's what I thought, you know,
like he hit her like a dude, like he pulled back and just punched her right in the face, and I didn't see that, and I'm not trying to like soften the issue. I mean, he was still, the motherfucker was still wrong.
Yeah, she still got knocked out.
Yeah, no matter what,
because of his force.
She was laying in that elevator floor,
and so now that the video is out. Then it seemed like all hell broke loose, which I really don't understand. Well, what happened to him was, first he got fired, he got let go from the Ravens, and then the league suspended him indefinitely from the league, and so right now we don't know if he can come back or not. You know, I don't know how long his suspension is. Okay, that's what indefinitely means. But you know. To me, I don't get that backlash once you see the video. I mean, like you already saw her getting drugged out, so something happened. You know, he told you he knocked, you know, he punched her or hit her, and she got knocked out. I'm like, you already know. To me, the viewing and the steps you took after the viewing, to me, doesn't make sense. You already gave your sentence. You know what he did. It was like a killer saying, I killed this person. And, and I told you the same way I killed him. And they give you a sentence of like 20 years. But then they see the pictures, they find the body. Oh, hell no, nigga. Yeah. I'm like, he told you what he did. I mean, it's... What you think? If it's an extra, I didn't know it was a video or something. That like some excuse. I'm like, what he did. To me, I don't think there's no difference between you telling me exactly what happened and me viewing. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what happened.
I think the part of the issue is they realized once they sentenced him to like suspension of 2 games. I mean, everybody was talking like that. Don't even make no sense. Yes. 2 games. So I feel like once this tape came out, the commissioner thought, okay, this is a way for me to basically fix my wrong, because that 2-game suspension didn't make sense.
But to me, he went from one extreme to the other.
Yes.
Once I would have gave my sentence, that would have been it. Now, if it was something extra that happened in that
he hit 2 more people.
He just had a gun, or just extra than what he told you, or we know what happened. What to me, what we saw in that video was nothing, that was surprising to me.
Based on what he said.
Based on what they said, what the news and what he said.
He would hit his girl. I don't know what kind of relationship they have, but I feel like, and somebody was saying like they saw the video and the girl spit on. I didn't see no spit. I do know
it was grainy, so I didn't see no spit going.
People saw forward. A lot of details in this. Maybe they got a different video than what I saw. I saw the TMZ version. Maybe y'all got something else, but I do know if I get to the point where I feel like I got to put my hands on my girl, my fiance, then it's time to move on. If
I get that pissed off to where I feel like she's done something to me to where I want to put my hands on, then you need a different partner, brother.
Right. Because I never want to get to the point where I feel like this is even an option. Like what? How did we get here?
Maybe I should knock her out.
Teach her a lesson. Yeah.
No, that ain't fun. To me, once violence come into play, I'm out.
And then,
it ain't enjoyable.
The sad part is violence came into play like before the marriage.
Before the marriage. That's a damn shit. She had it out. And that was another thing people were saying, they said she probably stayed because of the money. But now that he's gone, we don't know what's going to happen now. Is she going to back up?
Remember, she's been in the news here lately as well, because she came out kind of against the media for basically being in their business like they did and attacking her husband. She feels like it was the media's fault, TMZ's fault, for getting her husband fired. And I can kind of understand a little bit of her frustration, but like did you see the video? That was you. That was your ass being drugged out the elevator.
But I think she felt like how we kind of felt like. Well, I felt like why the big change now. You know what happened, but now you see the video.
But then her
now my husband don't have a job.
If that was the case, her argument should have been with the NFL versus social media.
Well, the media was the one that brought it out, though. That's why. That's why
she's talking about everybody. She's talking about everybody.
Oh well, once once all that shit happened to you, you trying to find somebody to yell at, and so it's a big mess because now the commissioner they talking about the tape now. Like, did you see the tape? Did you see the tape before you made the ruling?
Your initial
and they saying they didn't. They asked for it and they didn't get it. Nobody from the NFL saw it, and the people.
I feel like it was like law enforcement is saying.
Yeah, like they gave the tapes to him like it was like it was no big deal.
Months ago.
Yeah, like they should have seen it. It was no big. We didn't say no. And so and now everybody have thoughts about the commission. The players don't like his ass anyway, and so it's just the player relation towards the execs and the owners is not always good in the NFL. And so, this is just another thing, I don't know, man. It's just a big mess, man. It's the PR department is having a time right now for the NFL. it's not looking good. I don't see. It seems like nobody is taking, accepting their own responsibility for everything that's going down.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So everybody want to blame somebody else. I don't know, man. What, you have anything else on the issue? Mm-hmm. Ain't really nothing else happening. Continuing with the NFL, we learned this weekend that Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson has been indicted. They saying that for physical abuse, child abuse on his son for whooping his son with a switch. And how they found out was I guess they took the son to the doctor or whatnot, mm-hmm. and the doctor reported it, mm-hmm. and took pictures of the son, and I seen the pictures, and to me, I think it depends on how you're raised and what you've seen or what you've experienced. Mm-hmm. To me, looking at that, that's like just a regular whooping with a switch. If you've been whooped with a switch, mm-hmm. you're gonna have those whelps, and every now and then you might have a little trickle of blood. Goddamn it, mm-hmm. You know. But I don't know if you know, but did they mention like the reason he said he whooped the child? That's what I don't know. I don't know the reason. And he's a 4-year-old son, and I've seen 4-year-olds mm-hmm. get spankings or
I got whoopings with damn near everything. Anything you can reach inside of a household, I've been hit with.
You know, and so that to me that wasn't really. It wasn't. I wouldn't say a big deal because it's not a big. It wasn't a big deal to me. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just how we were raised in our family, and that's just not my immediate family. That's like my whole family. They might hand you a switch. You better get his ass. You know. Mm-hmm. And so I know as far as discipline with my mother and father, I didn't have too many. I wasn't just bad. Mm-hmm. You know, I learned from the whoopings. You know, if I got a whooping, I know if I do this again,
right. And
that's
exactly what a whooping's supposed to do. Yes. Let you know that you ain't supposed to be doing this shit.
You know, and they didn't whoop. And the thing is, the parents have it when they whoop a child. You shouldn't whoop a child when you're angry, because that's when abuse comes to play, or that's when you just don't know what's going to happen. Because you're angry with them, and to me, you just start pounding on kids. Then I've seen that too. Mm-hmm. You know, and to me, and so you know, I experienced that shit too. You know, and so you know, some parents go too far. You know, but I'm not. To me personally, JT, I'm not against, you know, whooping your child. Mm-hmm. You know, but hey, some in the day and age that we're in now. And everybody got a camera, and everybody can go to the.
And everybody's police. In your business.
Yes, and I'm gonna say it. Okay, once my 6-year-old is selling drugs or being thuggish,
where y'all gonna be?
Where y'all gonna be? Mm-hmm. You know, serving and protecting his ass in jail, beating his ass. You know,
and then the rest of the world gonna be still with their cameras, recording it, and that's it.
And you up there crying now. Cause you didn't whoop his ass late, you know, back then. Mm-hmm. And you know, so I
believe in whoopings. I feel like that. I ain't gonna say that's the only way to get the point across. Because there are
some kids ways. Don't need whoopings. Some kids, hey.
But they don't. In my opinion, I think it depends on the situation. You catch your kids stealing. I mean, they need to know that this is not acceptable. I mean, because otherwise you're gonna end up in jail, and that's not what we want.
This not a household of thieves. That's what my dad said. This ain't a household of thieves.
Right on.
And shit, and commenced to whoop my ass.
And now, do you steal?
I dare not. I dare not.
Right on.
You know, and now I mean, and I don't have urges to do.
Right.
You know, just felonious thuggery shit. You know, that's just not, because I was trained not to.
Right.
And I knew I had consequences, you know, when I got home or wherever I was at around family. I was going to get my buck. Aunties, uncles,
right,
nanas, grandmas,
everybody.
TTs, everybody.
Even older cousins.
Even older cousins. Nah, well, no, we going to fight, because I knew you were my cousin in.
You know, I got whooped by older cousins.
We won't have some problems.
You ain't doing that.
No. You only a few years older than me. You still get whooping, nigga. You
No. When I say older cousins, I mean I have cousins that are like 10, 15 years older.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
You know, I feel like that's a little different. Because then you look at them like, I mean, they're adults. So they know better too. I ain't talking about the ones that are your same age.
No, I'm saying no.
If anything,
I'm saying like 5 years older or something. You know, they in high school and you in elementary or middle school, and you trying to whoop me. Come on now.
Well, if you're wrong, JT. Take your whooping.
No. I be damn.
It don't matter the age.
I be damn. Shoot. But yeah, man. You know, so I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I know he's been indicted and he's answered some questions. I guess he had like a deliberation or something.
Is that the word?
I don't know. I think that is. And when they deliberate. Nope.
Deposition.
Nope. Deposition. when I gave another mean, I'm like, nope, that ain't it.
You already with the trial.
Yeah.
And the jury is deliberating.
Sorry, yeah. But yeah, deposition. That's the D word.
Yeah.
But you know, he's cooperating. He said, yes, I whooped him.
And you said you whooped him with a switch.
With a switch. And they calling the Long Branch the news. And I said, really? Come on now. You know, and the commentators on the radio, I listen to sports talk radio, and they talking about, and you were hitting your child with this long branch. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, they have to say Long Branch to make it sound bigger than what it was.
That's what I know.
That's what we do.
I'm like, I guess they don't know what a switch is.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I would rather got
with
a long branch than a switch. I remember I tried. My grandma said, "Go get me a switch," and that's the sad part. They used to make you go get your own switches, and you try to come with the biggest switch you can find because you've experienced those little thin ones, those what they call keen switches. You'll get you'll go get a tree before you go get one of those.
I didn't know.
But I know better now.
What? No better.
I know not to do what the hell I was doing.
I learned that from my cousin. You know, I never got like an old little green wet switch.
Oh yeah, the ones that won't break.
And I used to I used to see my auntie. They used to leave like a couple of leaves at the end. I'm like, for your whooping pleasure to see the leaves pop in the air as you whooping. What? That ain't art
for your whooping.
I mean, they gonna take all the leaves out except the last few. Oh man,
they added some extra stains.
It's art to whooping, you know, that type of auntie. Yeah, but I done seen some. Yeah, my cousin's got it.
I would really like to know what he did.
Who the young boy?
Yeah.
Now that'll make a difference too.
Yeah, I feel like if he just he took
a cookie.
I don't know. Yeah, or something like that inside the house.
He got a haul off whooping for.
Or he was in timeout or something, and then he left timeout.
If he got whooping, they ain't on timeouts in that house.
Well, you never know. Some people maybe they done tried timeouts. He's like, fuck this. Bring your ass. It could have been a situation.
That look like a woman that has happened before. That don't look like no timeout. You ain't doing nothing in timeout. Now you get a whooping. Nah. I told you once. Now let's dance.
Yep.
Let's dance.
I ain't mad.
But that's all, folks. Hopefully we don't know what's going on with Adrian. I guess hope we got a good lawyer. That's all I can think of. But I do think it depends on what the child did. You know, I don't think it. I think it. I don't think he lives with him all the time. I think he's a separate parent home, 2-parent home. Is that what you call it?
What are you trying to say?
Because I don't think the mother and father are together.
Adrian and okay.
So I mean, he can have different influences.
Okay.
And so you know, the child may have got out of line. You know, thinking he can just do anything, go over daddy's house. You know, that type of deal. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just picking out reasons why I'm getting whooping. You know. And so you never know. You never know. But leave your comments, people. Thanks for watching. Till next time.